Oh, growing up, it was great. Um, like the Dickie and was saying before, uh, Winnfield was a safe place. We walked everywhere, rode bicycles all over the place. We had a recreation center. They used to have day camps in the summertime, and our friends would all go down there just about every day. There's always something to do. Um, when I was in the Navy, we talk about all our friends. We would just go all over town on either bicycles or walking or whatever. And some of the guys were from cities. They said, "Oh my God, your parents let you do that?" I'm like, "Yeah." They said, "Weren't you ever afraid?" I was like, "No." "Weren't you afraid of being mugged or something?" I said, "Listen, if somebody tried to mug one of us, they'd have been shot by 14 BB guns, bitten by 3 dogs." And so, we never felt any fear at all.
How does Main Street differ now from back then?
I vaguely remember as a child parking meters on Main Street. Main Street was always packed. Downtown was vibrant and busy. How is it different now? It's not. There are many reasons for that, but Winnfield could be vibrant downtown again. It's got all the potential in the world. But there's several events over the course of the last, say, 20 years have had a dramatic impact on our downtown. I think bringing the highway through downtown was a brutal blow. It really cut the town in half. Several old buildings that were torn down, replaced with parking lots and things like this have hurt us. But still, there's enough history downtown, and there's enough of our history alone that it can really be brought back.
What do you think redoing downtown, revitalizing it, do you think would help bring industry in, help bring people to Winnfield?
I think, one of our former mayors, Max Kelly, who's an absolute inspiration to me and a lot of other people, used to say, we can get people to Winnfield. What is there to do here? So there's a lot of things that we need to do to change in our own way of thinking. But yes, if you revitalize downtown Winnfield, I think it'll bring both industry and people. I have a saying that Winnfield's an hour away from anything, but we're also an hour away from everything. And it's a nice, easy drive through a national forest, not on 28 lanes of traffic with cars everywhere and risking your life just to go around the block. It's a beautiful town, beautiful area, and I definitely think redoing downtown would help bring Winnfield back.
Tell us about City Hall.
City Hall, the building itself. The building itself, well, when I moved into it a year and a half ago, it was full of mold, but no, the building, I'm not sure exactly when the original building was built. In the upstairs of the building has been a boxing, it was an opera house. They had boxing matches up there. It served for years as city court. And like we talked about earlier, the old Bank of Winnfield building, the stairwell is steep to get up in there. But it's just got a colorful history. And we sealed it off about a year ago, but there's an old jail in the building itself with 3 or 4 cells. All it is just concrete. It's creepy, yes. So.
Do you think redoing City Hall what would it mean to the town and
Well,
the building itself?
if nothing else, pride. You can build a lot off pride. And if we start, we've got one of my biggest challenges as the mayor is to get the people to realize, yes, we can do this. It is possible. I think one of the things you see is as Winnfield becomes smaller and smaller and smaller as industries leave, people get dejected and they just kind of go, well, that can't happen here. Yes, it can. And if we start with things like the mayor's office, what this project is all about, if we start to show the people it can be done, then it becomes infectious and they get involved and it just starts to snowball. And that's what I hope we can get done.
Allen Building. I know there's not much history, but what could be done and
It was a facelift was put on it probably, 25 years ago, and it doesn't fit downtown. It was when I was a kid. It was no Allen and Allen had a vending service in there, and that was kind of the base of it. It's a 2-story building now, 2 stories. Just a facelift would help it fit downtown better, and go with our more historic, I guess the theme of what our really town is. That would be a great help, and get where can you be used for something other than what it's now. We have our city council meetings there now, and that's about it. So it doesn't have many uses right now.
Tell us a little bit about the plans for post office work. Post office work, the area, the scars. What have you
Oh, you mean that scar? Well, that's the one the one in front of the quote post office now. It's a triangle. When they came and did the road, they never did anything with it. They just put a big hurricane fence up, and the street's still there, what was there. So it's just, but again, it's a blank canvas. That's where I'd like to move the Huey Long statue, create Huey Long Plaza there. There's several empty buildings that are there that could be used for tourism. You could have, brochures and things there explaining just, for the younger people coming up, who was Huey Long? Who is this guy? But that's the plan for one of the areas. Across the street, I don't have a plan yet, but this is the one for the, I guess, the north side of the north scar, so to speak.
doing a revitalization of Main Street, facelift buildings, just making it look more appealing? Do you think that will impact visitors and people
Oh, sure.
coming in? Maybe people want to put in businesses.
Sure.
Stuff.
Yeah, if it's moving, I have seen the revitalization of two towns since I grew up here. I was away for a little over 10 years in the military college, but when I moved back here, the town of Natchitoches, the front street, there was nothing there. There was a hotel about to fall in. There was a theater that had collapsed. Most of Front Street was empty. They, through their efforts, have revitalized Natchitoches, and the same thing in Ruston. So, I mean, it can be done, but if you've got to create the environment that people want to come here, that businesses want to do business there, and once you do that, you get over the negative. You go downtown Winnfield now, it looks dead. If it's revitalized and looks vibrant, then people will say, hey, I want to go there. I want to do business downtown. I don't want to be out by Walmart. I want to be downtown where it's happening, where things are going on.